हेलो एवरीबॉडी, वेलकम टू वेदीफाई। मैं हूं आपकी दोस्त और होस्ट पहेली। डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू प्रेस बेल आइकन टू सब्सक्राइब आवर चैनल एंड गेट एवरी चैप्टर, एवरी एक्टिविटी ऑन द सेम चैनल वेदीफाई। सो विदाउट एनी वेट, लेट्स स्टार्ट आज का चैप्टर।
So this is an aquarium. Let's observe this beautiful fish. They open and close their mouths, and when they open their mouth, oxygen enters in their mouth from the water, which is dissolved already in water. They release the water again through these slit-like opening. These slits-like opening known as gill slits. Can you see here? This is operculum, which covers the gill slits. Oh wow! Can you notice a peculiar thing here? When they open their mouth, the operculum is closed. And when they close their mouth, operculum is opened. Oh my god, they are opening and closing their mouth very fastly. Much faster than the humans. What is the reason behind this? The amount of dissolved oxygen is low compared to the amount of oxygen in the air. That's why the rate of breathing in aquatic organisms is much faster than that seen in terrestrial organisms or humans. Since human takes environmental oxygen, so the breathing is slow. Fishes take in water through their mouths and force it past the gills, where the dissolved oxygen is taken up by blood. Terrestrial organisms use the oxygen in the atmosphere for respiration. This oxygen is absorbed by different organs in different animals. Now let's study the respiration process in human. So firstly, air is taken into the body through the nostrils. So how many nostrils we have? Yes, 2. The air passing through the nostrils is filtered by fine hairs that line the passage. Have you ever wondered why the inhaled air is warm and why the exhaled air is cool? The reason is the passage is lined with mucus and water is then added in the air. Mucus also helps in the trapping the bacteria and viruses. The air then passes through the throat and into the lungs. Throat में rings present है. Lungs are balloon-like structure. So when we inhale the air, lungs are dilated. And when we exhale the air, lungs get shrinked. Have you ever used a straw? What happens when we remove the air of the straw? Take a straw in your hand, put a finger on opposite end and now suck the air. Can you see the straw is now collapsed? That means the tube-like structure of throat can be collapsed during exhale. What prevent this mishappening? For that in throat, stiff tissues are present. They are not as hard as bones, but they are strong and flexible, and they are known as cartilage. So ring of cartilage is present in the throat, and these rings ensure that the air passage does not collapse during exhale process. अब चलते हैं lungs के अंदर. Within the lungs, the passage divides into smaller and smaller tubes, which finally terminate in balloon-like structures which are called alveoli. लंग्स में बहुत सारी छोटी छोटी बलून लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होती हैं, इन्हीं को एल्वियोलाई कहते हैं. बट व्हाई सो मेनी एल्वियोलाइज? व्हाई नॉट अ सिंगल बलून लाइक स्ट्रक्चर? एंड व्हाई सो स्मॉल स्मॉल स्ट्रक्चर्स? बिकॉज दीज एल्वियोलाइज increases the surface area. But how does each and every cell get oxygen from the lungs? So, the walls of the alveoli contain an extensive network of blood vessels. The oxygen is diffused from alveoli to blood vessels, and from blood vessels to every cell and organs of the body. तो ऑक्सीजन एल्वियोलाई से गई ब्लड में, ब्लड वेसल्स के थ्रू, और ये ब्लड वेसल्स ऑक्सीजन लेकर जा रही है सेल्स के पास. सेल्स को ऑक्सीजन मिल रही है डिफ्यूजन के थ्रू. एंड सेल्स आर CO2 producing factory. They produce CO2. Now CO2 is going out of the cell and enters into the blood vessels, and these blood vessels enter into the lungs. The CO2 is released in alveoli again. That means the blood brings carbon dioxide from the rest of the body for release into the alveoli. And the oxygen in the alveolar air is taken up by the blood in the alveolar blood vessels to be transported to all the cells in the body. So the breathing cycle can be observed by naked eyes also. You want to see it? So during breathing, we lift our ribs and flatten the diaphragm. That's why the chest cavity becomes larger. Hence, the volume inside the chest cavity is increased. That's resulted in the decrease of the pressure. Because we know that pressure and volume are inversely proportional to each other. So, the pressure in chest cavity is low, and the air flow from high pressure to low pressure. Environmental air has high pressure, so air flows into the lungs. This process is known as inhalation. What about exhalation process? The chest cavity becomes normal and the diaphragm becomes dome-shaped. This reduces the volume of chest cavity. Hence, the pressure is increased inside the chest cavity and the CO2 goes out of the body. During the breathing cycle, when air is taken in and let out, the lungs always contain a residual volume of air, so that there is sufficient time for oxygen to be absorbed and for the carbon dioxide to be released. In water, the oxygen is dissolved, and aquatic animals use that oxygen. What about in blood? In human beings, the molecule which binds with the oxygen is called as hemoglobin. So, hemoglobin is a respiratory pigment. So, respiratory pigments take up oxygen from the lungs and carry it to the tissues, which are deficient in the oxygen. But where is the hemoglobin present? This hemoglobin is present in the red blood corpuscles, means in RBC. But what about CO2 transport? CO2 is more dissolved in water than oxygen. Hence is mostly transported in the dissolved form in our blood.